Quick question, did you just tip the IRS an extra $6,000 this year and not even know it? Stick with me. In a few minutes, I'll show you 3 simple checks that can keep that money in your pocket. Hey, it's Brian O'Neill, the tattooed agent here in Greenville, South Carolina. And before we go any further, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button so you're notified every time I put out new content. Listen, I know the end of the year gets chaotic. You've got holidays, you got travel, you got family commitments. The last thing on your mind is probably home maintenance or checking tax documents. But here's the reality. There are a few things every homeowner should double check before the year wraps up. And I'm not talking about busy work. What I'm talking about is things that could literally save you hundreds or even thousands of dollars, help you avoid surprises in 2026, and protect the biggest investment you own. For those of you that are new here, I'm Brian, and before I got into real estate full-time, I spent nearly 20 years as a firefighter here in Greenville, South Carolina. And one of the most important things that job taught me was this. Small problems ignored become big emergencies, a loose wire becomes a house fire, a small leak becomes major water damage, and ownership works exactly the same way. A few minutes of attention now, checking the right things at the right time can prevent a lot of stress, expense, and frustration down the road. So let's get into it because these 3 things are easy to overlook, but critical to get right. First up, make sure your property is listed correctly with Greenville County specifically, that you're getting the tax rate you're entitled to. And here's what most people don't realize. If this is your primary resident, you should be classified as owner-occupied, which gives you a 4% assessment ratio instead of 6%. There's a huge difference. On a $300,000 home, being classified wrong costs you an extra $6,000 a year. On a $500,000 home, you're looking at $10,000 a year out of your pocket. That's not a small mistake, okay? That's some serious money. But here's the problem. The county's not going to automatically refund you if they have you listed wrong. You have to catch it and fix it yourself. So here's what you'll need to do. Log into the Greenville County tax portal. It takes 2 minutes. Verify your mailing address is correct, confirm your ownership information is up to date, and check that your exemption status reflects owner occupied if you live there full time and it's not a secondary home or an investment property. Timing matters here. If something's wrong, fixing it now is way easier than trying to correct it after deadlines pass. Come January, county offices get slammed with people realizing their bills are higher than expected, and by then you've already missed your window to dispute or correct things for the current year. Next, let's talk about insurance because this is one area where people get surprised. With inflation, rising labor costs, and the cost of building materials going up, your home might be significantly underinsured without you even realizing it. What was enough coverage 2 years ago might not be enough to rebuild your home today if something catastrophic happens. So here's what you need to do. Call your insurance agent before the end of the year and ask them to confirm your coverage matches your home's current rebuild value, not the market value, the rebuild value. Those are 2 different numbers. Your home might be worth $400,000 on the market, but it would cost $450,000 to rebuild it from scratch with today's prices. And if you're underinsured, you're taking a massive risk. Let's say your house burns down and your policy only covers $350,000, but it costs $450,000 to build. Guess who's covering that $100,000 gap? You are. So get this checked now while you're thinking about it. The other thing you need to do is review your escrow account if you have one. Your mortgage company collects money every month for your property taxes and insurance, and they pay those bills on your behalf. But when taxes go up or your insurance premium increases, your escrow can run short, which means your mortgage payment can jump suddenly. I've seen people get hit with a $200 a month increase in their mortgage payment because their escrow was underfunded and they had no idea it was coming. So pull up your most recent mortgage statement and look at your escrow analysis. If there's a shortage, you'll see it there. You can either pay it off in a lump sum or let them spread it out over the next year. But at least you'll know it's coming instead of being blindsided in January. All right, number 3, walk your property inside and out and do a quick maintenance check before the temperatures really drop. Now, I know Greenville doesn't get Minnesota winters, but we still get freezing temperatures, and small issues can turn into expensive problems fast when the weather shifts. Start outside, clean your gutters. If they're clogged with leaves and debris, water's going to overflow and cause damage to your roof, your siding, or your foundation. It's a 15-minute job that can save you thousands in repairs. Next, check your outdoor faucets and hose bibs. Disconnect your hoses, drain any standing water, and you have shut-off water valves inside for those lines. Close them and drain the exterior faucets. Frozen pipes are no joke. They can burst and flood your crawl space or basement, and that's a nightmare you don't want to deal with in January. Now head inside, check your HVAC filters. If you haven't changed them in a couple months, do it now. A clogged filter makes your system work harder, drives up your energy bill, and shortens the lifespan of your unit. Filters are cheap, HVAC replacements are not. While you're at it, test your smoke detectors and carbon monoxide detectors. I can't tell you how many homes I've walked into where half the detectors are chirping because the batteries are dead. You're running your heat more in the winter, and if you've got gas appliances or a fireplace, CO detectors aren't optional. They're lifesavers, literally. And finally, take a walk around your home and look for little things. Cracks in your driveway that could get worse with freeze-thaw cycles, weather stripping around the doors and windows that are worn out, caulking around your bathtub or sinks that's starting to fail. These small fixes now prevent bigger headaches later. Here's a quick bonus tip. If you've been thinking about moving, remodeling, or refinancing, take a few minutes before the new year to actually outline your goals. You don't have to have all the answers yet, but knowing whether you want to sell in the spring, upgrade your kitchen, or refinance when rates drop gives you a roadmap. And even if you're not ready to pull the trigger yet, understanding your home's current value and what improvements actually add value helps you plan smarter. If you're thinking about selling, start researching what homes in your neighborhood are going for. If you're thinking about renovating, figure out what projects give you the best return. And if you're thinking about refinancing, keep an eye on rate trends so you're ready to move when the opportunity is right. The people who win in real estate aren't the ones who react, they're the ones who plan ahead. So before you close the books in 2025, take an hour this weekend and knock out those 3 checks. Verify your property taxes, review your insurance and escrow, and do a quick maintenance sweep. And if you need help, whether that's finding the right county links, understanding what your home's worth going into 2026, or just getting a second opinion on what projects make sense, reach out. I'm here to help. I'm Brian O'Neill, the Tattooed Agent. I'm here to make real estate simple, honest, and straightforward. No BS, just facts that protect your real estate journey.